Once upon a time, there lived a kind and wealthy man named Chidi. Chidi had everything he wanted: a big house, nice clothes, and lots of money. But there was something he didn't have: happiness. One rainy afternoon, Chidi decided to take a walk outside. The rain poured heavily and people rushed to find shelter. As he walked, he noticed something strange. Under a small umbrella, there was a woman sitting on the street. She looked sad and tired. Chidi's heart ached. He walked closer and saw that the woman was holding a little baby. The baby was wet and shivering. Chidi felt a strong urge to help. He walked over to her. With a gentle smile, he asked, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" The woman looked up at him, surprised. "I am fine," she said, but Chidi could see the worry in her eyes. He quickly took off his warm coat and wrapped it around her and the baby. "You can't stay here in the rain. Come with me. I have a car," he said. The woman hesitated, but then nodded. She was grateful for the warmth and kindness. Little did Chidi know this simple act of kindness would change both of their lives forever. As they walked through the rain, Chidi couldn't help but feel a strange connection to the woman. He thought to himself, "What is her name? What story does she have?" And so their journey began. As they walked to Chidi's car, the rain fell harder, creating little rivers in the streets. The woman, whose name Chidi learned was Amara, held her baby tightly. Chidi opened the car door for her and they both got in. Once inside, Chidi turned on the heater, making the car warm and cozy. Amara looked around, her eyes wide with surprise. She had never been in a car like this before. Chidi smiled at her and said, "Don't worry, we are going to get you and your baby somewhere safe." "Thank you," Amara whispered, her voice soft. "I never expected someone like you would help me." Chidi felt a warm feeling in his heart. He wanted to know more about her. "Can you tell me about yourself? What happened to you?" he asked gently. Amara took a deep breath. "I lost my job a few months ago. My husband left and I had nowhere to go. I've been living on the street, trying to take care of my baby. I just want to find a way to give him a good life." Chidi listened carefully, his heart breaking for her. He could see how strong she was, despite everything she had been through. "I'm sorry, Amara. You deserve so much better than this," he said softly. Amara looked out the window, her eyes filled with tears. "I just want a chance to start over," she replied. Chidi knew he had to do something. "Let's get you a safe place and we'll figure things out together," he said, feeling determined. They drove through the city, the rain still pouring outside, but inside the car, a bond began to form between them, one filled with hope and understanding. As they drove, the rain started to ease, creating a gentle patter on the roof of the car. Chidi wanted to learn more about Amara, so he asked, "What did you do before?" Amara turned to look at him, her voice reflecting a mix of sadness and strength. "I used to work in a bakery. I loved baking bread and cakes. It made me happy," she said, a small smile appearing on her face. "That sounds wonderful. Why did you have to leave?" Chidi asked, curious. "I had an accident. I hurt my hand and I couldn't work anymore. They fired me and soon after, my husband left," she explained, her voice trembling slightly. Chidi felt a wave of compassion for her. "You are very talented. I believe you can bake again, and I want to help you find a way," he said firmly. Amara looked at him in surprise. "Really? You would help me?" course, Chidi replied. You are not alone anymore. We will figure out this together. As they drove, Chidi felt a deep admiration for Amara. She was strong, even in the face of such hardship. What do you dream of doing? He asked. Amara thought for a moment. I dream of opening my own bakery someday. I want to make people happy with my food, just like I used to, she said, her eyes shining with hope. Chidi smiled. That is a beautiful dream. Amara, I will help you make it come true. Amara's heart fluttered with gratitude. She had never met someone as kind as Chidi before. As they continued to talk, they both felt a spark of something new, a growing friendship built on trust and understanding. After a while, they reached a warm shelter where Amara could stay. Chidi parked the car and opened the door for her. The rain had stopped, and the sun peeked through the cloud, creating a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Welcome to your new home, Amara, Chidi said with a big smile. Amara stepped out, looking around in awe. Thank you, Chidi. This is so nice, she said, her heart swelling with gratitude. They walked inside, where a friendly lady greeted them. Hello, you must be Amara. We have a nice room for you and your baby, the lady said, leading them to a cozy room. Amara felt safe and happy. I can't believe this is happening, she said, her eyes glistening with tears of joy. Chidi felt a warmth in his heart. He wanted to do more for Amara. How about I bring you some food tomorrow? He suggested. Amara's eyes lit up. That would be wonderful. Thank you, Chidi, she replied, feeling a bond growing between them. As they sat together in the shelter, they shared laughter and stories about their lives. Chidi talked about his adventures and his challenges, while Amara shared her dreams and the joys of being a mother. Day by day, their friendship blossomed. Chika began visiting Amara every day, bringing her fruit, food, clothes, and supplies. Chidi's daily visit to Amara became the highlight of both their days. Each time he arrived, he brought something special, fruits, warm clothes, or even small toy for her baby. One day, as he entered the shelter, he noticed Amara sitting on a chair, looking a bit down. Good morning, Amara. What is wrong? Chidi asked, concern in his voice. Amara sighed and looked up at him. I want to do more for my baby. I want him to have a good life, but I feel stuck. I don't know how to start again. Chidi thought for a moment. What if I help you find a job? You mentioned you loved baking. There might be a bakery nearby that needs help. Would you like that? He suggested. Amara's eyes widened. Really? You would do that for me? Of course, I believe in you. You deserve a fresh start, Chidi replied, smiling warmly. Let's go together. Together, they walked to a small bakery that Chidi knew of, called Sweet Dreams. It was a cozy place filled with the delicious smell of bread and pastries. As they entered, a cheerful woman named Mama Nkechi greeted them. Hello, welcome to Sweet Dreams. What can I do for you today? Mama Nkechi asked, her eyes sparkling. Chidi stepped forward. This is my friend, Amara. She is an amazing baker, and I think she would be a great addition to your team. Mama Nkechi looked at Amara and smiled. Is that so? What kind of things do you like to bake? I love making breads and cakes. I used to work in a bakery before, Amara said, her voice trembling slightly. Then you should definitely come and try. I can always use an extra pair of hands, Mama Nkechi replied happily. How about starting tomorrow? Amara's heart raced with joy. Yes, thank you so much. Chidi felt a surge of happiness for Amara as they left the bakery. She couldn't stop smiling. I can't believe this is happening. Thank you, Chidi. You are making my dreams come true, she said. Chidi smiled back, feeling proud. You did this, Amara. You have the talent. I just opened the door for you. They walked back to the shelter, their hearts lit with hope. Amara began to believe in herself again, and Chidi felt a deep sense of fulfillment watching her happiness grow. The next day, Amara started her job at Sweet Dreams. Chidi watched her as she worked, his heart swelling with pride. Amara was a natural in the kitchen, her hands moving quickly and gracefully as she kneaded dough and decorated cakes. As the days passed, Amara's confidence blossomed. Mama Nkechi praised her often, and customers began to notice her delicious pastries. Chidi visited the bakery every day, bringing her lunch and cheering her on. You are amazing, Amara. Look at how happy everyone is with your baked goods, Chidi said one afternoon as he watched her interact with customers. Amara beamed. I never thought I would feel this way again. Thank you for believing in me, Chidi. You have changed my life, she replied, her eyes shining with gratitude. But it wasn't just Amara who was changing. Chidi found himself feeling happier and more alive than he had in a long time. Spending time with Amara brought joy to his heart, and he started to see life differently. One day, as they took a break, Chidi turned to Amara. I've been thinking, would you like to help me start a small bakery of our own one day? Amara looked surprised but excited. That sounds like a dream, but do you really think we can do it? I know we can. With your skills and my resources, we can create something beautiful together, he said, smiling. Amara felt a warmth in her heart at the thought of their future. The idea of a bakery where they could share joy through food felt right. They talked excitedly about the details, planning recipes and names for the bakery. As the week went by, their friendship grew stronger. Chidi admired Amara's determination and strength, while she appreciated his kindness and support. They were building not just a partnership in baking, but a deeper connection that neither of them expected. When Amara settled into her job, Chidi began to take her out on little adventures around the city during her days off, enjoyed street food, and explored the vibrant markets. One sunny afternoon, they found themselves in a beautiful park, surrounded by colorful flowers and tall trees. They sat on a bench, sharing a plate of delicious jollof rice. This is my favorite place in the city, Chidi said, looking around. What about you? Amara smiled, her eyes sparkling. I love it here too. It feels so peaceful. It reminds me of my childhood. Tell me about your childhood, Chidi encouraged, eager to know more about her past. Amara took a deep breath. I grew up in a small village. My mother used to bake bread every Sunday, and the whole village would gather to eat. It was a happy time. Chidi listened intently, captivated by her stories. He could see the joy in her eyes as she spoke about her family and traditions. How about you? What was your childhood like? Amara asked, her curiosity piqued. Chidi chuckled softly. It was quite different. I grew up in the city, always busy with school and work, and my parents taught me the value of kindness and helping others. They continued to share their stories and laughter, discovering more about each other's lives. The more time they spent together, the more they found joy in their shared dreams. As they finished their meal, Chidi looked at Amara with serious expression. I want to help you with your dream of opening a bakery. I think together we can create something beautiful. Amara's heart raced. Really? You mean it? Absolutely, he replied, taking her hands in his. I see your passion and I believe in you. Let's make it happen. That moment marked a turning point in their relationship. They began to envision a future filled with love, and baked good things, bringing their dreams to life together. As their bond deepened, Amara felt comfortable sharing her fears and her insecurity with Chidi. One evening, while they were preparing dinner at the shelter's kitchen, she spoke up. "Chidi, can I tell you something?" Amara said. "Of course, you can. You can tell me anything," he replied, looking at her with concern. "I sometimes worry that I won't be able to live up to your expectations. What if I fail at the bakery?" Amara confessed, her voice trembling. Chidi took a step closer, gently placing his hand on her shoulder. "Amara, you're already doing amazing things. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn." Amara nodded, feeling reassured by his words. "Thank you, Chidi. You always know how to lift my spirits. I appreciate your support more than you know." In that moment, Chidi realized how much Amara had come to mean to him. He wanted to be her rock, to help her through every obstacle she faced. "Let me share something with you too," Chidi said, taking a deep breath. "Sometimes I feel the weight of my wealth. It can be lonely. People often see me as just a billionaire, not a person." Amara looked at him with understanding. "I can imagine how that must feel. It's important to have genuine connections." Chidi smiled softly. "That's why I value our friendship so much. You see me for who I am, not just my money." Their vulnerability created an even stronger bond. They spent the evening talking about their hopes and dreams, sharing secrets and laughter that made their hearts feel lighter. As the sun set, painting the sky in the shades of orange and purple, Chidi knew that he wanted to protect Amara and support her in every way he could. Days turned into weeks, and the friendship between Chidi and Amara blossomed into something deeper. The more time they spent together, the more Chidi felt a romantic spark igniting in his heart. One evening, as they were sitting on a park bench, watching the sunset, the sky was filled with hues of pink and gold, and the air was warm and fragrant. Chidi turned to Amara, his heart racing. "Amara, there's something I need to tell you," he said, his voice steady but soft. Amara looked at him with curiosity. "What is it, Chidi?" "I think I'm falling in love with you," he confessed, his eyes searching hers for a reaction. Amara's breath caught in her throat. She was taken by surprise. "Really?" she whispered, her heart pounding. I don't know you felt that way." Chidi nodded, feeling vulnerable but hopeful. "I care about you deeply, more than I ever expected. You have brought so much joy into my life." Amara's cheek flushed and a smile spread across her face. "I have feelings for you too, Chidi. I've been scared to admit it." Chidi felt a rush of relief and happiness. "So, what do we do now?" his eyes twinkling with excitement. Amara took a moment, letting the realization wash over her. "I think we'll take a step forward together. I want to see where this goes," she said, her voice filled with warmth. Chidi grinned from ear to ear. "I would love that. We can support each other as partners in every way, through our dreams, struggles, and everything in between." That evening air felt electric as they sat together, hearts racing and minds full of possibilities. They both understood that their lives were about to change in ways they had never imagined. With their relationship blossoming, Chidi and Amara found themselves spending even more time together. They went on little adventures, explored new parts of the city, and shared moments of laughter and joy. One rainy evening, as they sat on the porch of the shelter listening to the raindrops fall, Amara turned to Chidi with a serious expression. "Chidi, I want to talk about our future." Chidi's heart raced. "Of course, What's on your mind? Amara took a deep breath, looking into his eyes. I love the dreams we share about the bakery, but I also worry, what if we don't succeed? What if we face challenges that are too big to handle? Chidi took her hands in his, squeezing her gently. Amara, every journey has its challenges, but I promise you, we will face them together. We will learn and grow through everything. Amara smiled, feeling reassured by his words. I appreciate your confidence in us, Chidi. I feel stronger when you are by my side. Chidi leaned closer, feeling the warmth of her presence. And I want you to know how much you mean to me. You have changed my life in ways I never expected. Amara's heart fluttered. You mean so much to me, Chidi. You have shown me kindness when I needed it most. I never imagined I could find someone who understands me like you do. In that moment, they both felt the weight of their connection, knowing that they were embarking on a beautiful journey together. As their love grew, so did the challenges they faced. Chidi's friends and family began to express their concerns about his friendship with Amara. One evening, while having dinner with his friends, one of them spoke up. Chidi, are you sure about this girl? She's homeless and struggling. You have so much to lose, his friend said, raising an eyebrow. Chidi felt anger rising in his chest. Amara is not just a homeless woman. She is strong, talented, and kind. You don't know her like I do. But think about your reputation. People will talk, another friend added. Chidi's heart sank. He had never cared much for what others thought, but he couldn't ignore the doubt creeping in. He left the dinner feeling conflicted. The next day, Chidi met Amara at the bakery. He looked troubled, and Amara noticed immediately. What's wrong, Chidi? She asked, concern ached on her face. Chidi sighed, running a hand through his hair. I had dinner with some friends last night, and they brought up their concern about us. They think I should be with someone from my social cycle. Amara's heart sank. What do you think, Chidi? Do you agree with them? No, absolutely not, he said fiercely, his eyes burning with conviction. I love you, Amara, and that's all that matters to me. Tears filled Amara's eyes. But what if they don't accept us? What if it complicates your life? Let them talk, Chidi replied, taking her hands in his. Our love is more important than their opinions. We will build our own life together, no matter what. They spent their evening talking about how to navigate the challenges ahead, supporting each other in their commitment to love. They vowed to stand together against any obstacle that came their way.